Welcome back. We're going to start strong today. It's been one of those days where, I don't know, everything's gone wrong. I'm a bit tense. So we're gonna do Arrested Development. This is a scene from season 3. Charlize Theron is in the show as a guest star, and she's going on. Well, she's met Michael, and her name's Rita. Remember? All right, let's check it out.
Let's do it.
Michael was investigating his father's case in the English section of Orange County.
I need to check the records for any British-owned building businesses.
That would have applied for a license about 10 years ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You'll need a UK passport to check those files. They're for British eyes only.
For British eyes only.
Don't I look kind of British?
Perhaps if you're willing to lose £20.
The clerk was asking for a bribe, but this was lost on Michael.
You guys do go for the jugular.
If you find someone with a passport, we're here till 8, and do stay for the Poppins.
So Michael went to the local pub
Bloody yank!
to see if he could find someone with a British passport.
Welcome to the Yellow Thing. I am Lionel, and the soup of the day is... What's the soup of the day, ma'am? Bread. And the soup of the day is bread, unless you're just here for the Poppins.
And that's when Michael saw the most beautiful woman he'd ever seen. Not her. Wait for it.
Are you from Wee Britain?
Great Britain, actually.
I was wondering if you might be willing to go somewhere with me. I would pay you.
You're paying me.
Not for sex. You think that I'm Jack the Ripper, right? Didn't he kill prostitutes or...
I'm not a prostitute.
And I shall let you live. It's my worst hello. Let me try again. My name is Michael.
Rita.
So I need access to these files that are apparently for British eyes only.
Well, lucky for you, my whole face is British.
For British eyes only.
It's just
I love that
street.
guy.
Yeah, I really appreciate
He's the best.
Hello. I said you're open till 8.
Oh, yes, GMT. Everything here is on Greenwich Mean Time.
A curious street. Wait. I don't suppose that you're here tomorrow morning.
Oh, no, not in the morning, no. I'll be back at Slowbrook.
Slowbrook, the private school. Oh, you teach kids, huh?
Oh, I like to think they teach me.
What, how to eat crayons, throw tantrums?
Oh, no, not when I'm there. I'm very good.
I didn't mean to impugn your ability, or it's turning into one of my worst goodbyes. Farewell, and our paths shan't cross again. As you like it.
Michael would have walked away forever, but he was struck by something he remembered from his childhood.
You know...
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the flight of the Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins will take flight.
Oh, must be the Poppins.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's wrong to
No, it's good. I liked it. It's just I was going to ask you. Preschools just go half day, right? And I'm not trying to pick you up, but is there any way that I can come by, pick you up, bring you here?
Yeah, I suppose I could sneak out at nap time.
Yes, perfect. Great. And I shall drop you off alive, hooker or no.
I mean, it really was one of the greatest shows.
Well, it's genius level. I mean, and it's so. I mean, there's so much to talk about in this particular scene as well. So we've got. I mean, think about it.
So before we get too much into it, I will say, if you're not aware of it, this is from season 3. You got to go from the beginning.
Right.
It's a bit of it's a little bit of a slow burn to get to this level of
Silliness.
kind of silliness, and not be put off by it.
Well, because they were really just. I mean, look, people have famously said that Seinfeld didn't find its feet until season 4.
Yeah.
Like that, most sitcoms really, get the engines revving around about 3 or 4, and that's what was happening here. They were really. I mean, look, there are people who say, "No, it was cooked. It was all over by then." Have you heard this? Have people say this?
People say a lot of
They
things.
do. I don't listen to that.
No.
There's magnificent stuff in the 3rd season. Like, it's really the physical comedy. No, people don't do physical comedy the way that they do it anymore. But this particular scene, I think, is great for so many reasons. Firstly, it's a big time get with Charlize Theron. So she was big at the time. She's huge now, but her being in the show was not enough to save the show, but it's quite extraordinary. There's so much going on. There are some spoilers from here on out, but basically the idea that there's a little Britain, we've got Chinatown, we've got little Odessa or whatever, and that they go, well, what if there was
a little Britain?
Wee Britain?
Yeah.
And that what I'm so fascinated by, because we're a colony here of the Commonwealth and all that, so I'm fascinated by the American British tension.
Yeah.
Like the way that Americans see me. I mean, these guys are quite smart, so they're quite knowing, because they even make fun of Americans' misunderstanding of Britain, but they're just going for it here. It's the biggest drive-by shooting of the Brits.
Yeah, and it's it's very much that vision of England that Americans have, of like, oh, it's all quaint little villages,
polite,
and cobbled streets and stuff. Not one of the biggest empires that conquered most of the world, and that colonized everywhere. It's like not that part.
No, it's funny isn't it, that they've gone with the cutesy one, because and I guess that was a thing in the late 20th century, because if you remember European Vacation, where they go to Britain and Chevy Chase goes to Britain, and one of the big jokes is that Eric Idle, one of the Monty Python guys, he's on his bike and he keeps getting hit by them and stuff, and he's apologising profusely and stuff. So they've gone with that idea of it being it's so funny. You wouldn't do it now.
I don't know.
Too much knife crime.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't think the US would be aware of the knife crime, because it's not like soccer hooliganism wasn't going on at this time.
That's
and it's
true. That's
like
true.
that part of what was that movie with Michael Caine? Was it Harry Brown?
Yes.
Like, if you ever want a reason never to go to London, watch that movie. It's terrifying.
But you think about that whole genre, kidulthood.
Yeah.
But even the 80s, there's this guy I'll show you scenes of his films, Alan Clark. He did that movie with, Scum and Elephant, and he did one about the greatest football hooligan movie ever called The Firm with Gary Oldman. Okay. And it's just a total insight of it. But you're right, that they've avoided that, and they've gone with. But there's also, but it's not just them making fun of the British. They've got weird, peculiar interests. They're interested in James Bond.
Yeah.
They're interested in Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
So film and TV, and infused. Like, it's not just like some kind of, jokey exploration of Britain and the UK. They've gone, and zooming in, singing the song for British eyes only. Like, that's a thing. Like, that. What the hell even is that? Like, I know it's the reference to the movie For Your Eyes Only and that, but like, why have they picked that? That was an old movie when they were doing it.
I mean, whatever reason they picked it, it's great.
It is great. It is great.
Because, like, my wife and I do, every now and again, we'll pull out For British Eyes Only.
For British Eyes Only.
Yeah. And, the Poppins, we always do the Poppins. Like, please do come back for the Poppins. And it's like, it's a terrible doll. But like, on a wire that goes to the ground, like, why wouldn't it go across?
Yes,
like,
but also
just to hit someone.
But even when we've got the two shot of Rita and Michael talking at the end of the scene, they're horribly winching it out of frame.
Yeah.
It's squeaking as they're moving it. Like, I mean, that's just like.
But also with Rita, like, I didn't realize, like, this show is amazing for having early setups and multiple setups for payoffs that happen way later, and really subtle ones. So there's a whole thing, again, spoilers, where Buster loses his hand.
Yes.
And there's so many versions of him. Like, he's sitting on a park bench about something about the army, and he's blocking the letters, and it just says arm off.
Yes.
And with his alarm clock, and he had a seat that was a hand, and he loses a hand. So with Rita, there's all these little things, and even can't remember what word he said. when he was saying bye to her, he said like a bigger word, and like I'd never noticed it before, but she mouths it, like she kind of repeats it, like she doesn't know what it is.
She doesn't know what it is.
Like
right,
indubitably or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
She and then kind of comes back again.
Yes.
So it's like it's all these brilliant subtle things where like you watch it the second time and you go, of course.
And she doesn't, but also she doesn't understand he is blowing it with the Jack the Ripper stuff.
Yeah.
He's totally blowing it, but it's just she's not getting it.
No.
At all.
Yeah.
And the shot of her, come on, the shot of her going, like laughing, come on now.
Yeah. Come on. Brilliant. So if you haven't seen it, go watch Arrested Development.